Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm sorry for the late start. For those that watch, got started a little late, had some electrical problems. So a little bit of a late start this morning. I did get one trading before the broadcast went live, so I'm up as of right now on one quick trade. Um, just kind of watching. It was a trade on the short. It was a quick, easy one. It was right down here in this range here. Just grabbed a quick little move down, grabbed a couple points. It was a really easy one. Very easy trade. Alright. What do y'all think about DeepSeek? Yes, I spoke on it briefly, thinking about it again today because I'm seeing so much stuff on it right now. It's pretty impressive. If it's true what they say, if they got an entire AI program built for less than $6 million, where other companies are quoting billions for the same type of system, that's impressive. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with that. One thing I've also been interested in is how these AI programs can help with trading. I've heard a lot about being able to use those to help trade options. I haven't really messed with that. I don't really trade options. I have in the past, but it's rare. I'm not going to speak on options. Options can be somewhat confusing. I'm not even going to try to attempt to explain it to anyone. I might do a video on it one day, but for now, I'm not going to speak on it. But let me speak on the options part of it. But it's very interesting to see what happens with DeepSeek. I want to check it out myself. I am a ChatGPT fan. So I will check out DeepSeek and see how it works in comparison to what I'm normally used to using. So we will see. The market's down, especially since DeepSeek came out. This market's definitely been down. So as of right now, my first thought is I see it climb up. I see some resistance possibly at the 21,270 range. So I'm going to see if it wants to break that range, if it wants to reverse. My thoughts initially are shorts, but I trade the market whichever way it's going. I don't really care which way it goes. Whichever way it's going is what I trade. Don't get too picky on that part. I don't care if it's going up. I don't care if it's going down. I just trade the direction. So we got up to that range there. It looks like it doesn't want to break above that range. I just taking my little bites, getting in and getting out. No greed. Just keep it nice and easy. Looks like it's trying to have a little breakout there, isn't it? Let's see right here. That's the level here I'm talking about. And then getting over here. Like it wants to try to break their little range. Very interesting. I'm not in total confidence with the longs on this. So you all know if I'm taking a trade, if I don't feel very confident in the trade, um, but I'm liking the trade, but I'm not feeling overly confident in the trade, I will take it on a micro. Say the regular NQ, I'll take the MNQ just to protect my profits. Sometimes I've done that and it did exactly what I expected it to do. But I still feel more comfortable doing that. You always want to protect your profits. One thing with a lot of traders, they trade, but they don't protect their profits. They'll make money, then they'll lose it all right back to the market. It's not smart trading. But we all go there. We've all been there. We've all done that. So another thing I look at too when I'm trading is this right here. So if we have the zero line here, you see this is stretched out above. I look at it like a rubber band, right? Like let's say this is the starting point. You pull a rubber band up, the further you pull it out, the more likely it is to bounce back. So when it's extended like this, I'm careful the further it gets extended because it means a reversal is coming. And if you have that match up on the 5 minute and the 1 minute, it makes for a good trade going the right direction, but you have to be careful making entries in that area. So right now, I see it getting stretched out. So I am not comfortable taking a trade in this moment. Doesn't mean it won't continue to go up, but I am less comfortable now. If you look at the history, see if I can open this up some more. If you look at the history, it's on the 1 minute. You can see what it does. It wants to be here. It wants to be on that zero line. Okay. It broke below the zero line. It's going down, down, down. It's trying to bounce back up, down, down, bounce back up. And it's gradually going back up. Now it's climbing. That's why I see a possible short up here. And because we broke this range, I see a possible short coming. But it's not matching up on the 5 minute. So that's why I'm a little hesitant. I like seeing it matching up on both sides. That makes me much more comfortable with taking those trades. Is when it's matching up on both sides of the table. And there we go. Still going up. Oh, excuse me. Hmm. All right. So now I'm looking at we're going to go for longs. I want to get above this range here. I mean, it's looking pretty sharp for a long right now, but still, it can easily come up to this range here and reject. So I'm just watching it. I might take a small one, but I'm just watching it. All right, so now I'm looking for an entry. All I want is a little bite. That is it. Just a little bite. So on the next candle, you gotta be careful on the next candle because it can easily pull way back down. Going up right here can easily pull way back down to here. We have a nice fair value gap here and a fair value gap here on green, showing long. But that's a nice range right there that you can lose out on. If I were to take that, I give it very tight room on that trade. At best, I'll be at this range here on the pullback, about 50%. But I'm not going to take it. I'm going to wait. You only need 1 or 2 good trades. You don't need to be out here trying to take it all. Get a couple good ones and get out. Don't play. Day trading is not to be played with. See I curl back down to 1 minute. All right, now I like what I'm seeing. I'll take a quick stab. Not feeling I'm canceling that order. Wait for the next little pullback on this one to look for another possible entry. It's getting close. Cancel that order. Didn't feel fast enough for me and my style. And I see it curl back on that 1 minute. And on our 5 minute, we're at the top of that range. So I'm not feeling it. I see it, yep, and there goes that 1 minute reversal. I cross over the 1 minute again. I look at the blue line. That blue line's crossing below the orange. That's what I'm watching for on both the 5 minute and the 1 minute. So we have a large range back down. So you see why I didn't take it. Look at that coming back down a little bit. If I would take it, I'd have held that trade, I would have lost on it. Doesn't mean it won't come back around, but I would have lost at that moment. So continue to watch it. Let's see what happens. Let's see. beautiful thing about day trading is when you get good at this stuff and you figure this stuff out, it's just amazing what you can do in such a short period of time. Especially when you're patient and you're consistent. It does not take much to do this. But I do recommend if you're doing this, you want to have something else you have going on, especially when you're learning. You don't want to be doing this full time and this is all you have. You want to have other stuff that you do to make money, to cover your expenses. But when you get good enough with trading, you establish yourself, then you can start making it your full time. But you can still be making good money 1 month and have a bad month and a bad 2 months and a bad 3 months. Having other things that you do in addition to trading is a blessing. For me, it keeps the stress down. All right, so on this 1 minute here, like it's bounce, bounce, bounce. It doesn't seem to want to continue. We're breaking below. If this breaks down and below, I'm hoping to look for a nice, this will be a nice short. Now, I'm not good at holding long terms, but this will be a nice short way back down to this range here. If we get across in the 5 minute, you get across in the 5 minute, coming down, that's a really good look. Just waiting and watching. Excuse me. So it came down right to this level here, about 21,314 on both levels. On the 1 minute and the 5 minute. But they didn't stay down. I'm not really loving any of this right here. So I got a cross coming on my 1 minute. I'm up on my 5 minute. We have a tiny range from here to here. I'd want to see the break above this range here because it's gotten up here, bounced, bounced, bounced on the 5 minute. I like to get trades that I feel very confident in, that I feel very strongly about. I like to see the break of this mark. Try and catch the pullback on that one, but it didn't go well. Alright, wait for the next possible entry. I'm going to try to get the pullback here, right at the top of this range, for a quick trade. Once again, did not fill. Alright, wait for the next opportunity. That feels right. This doesn't want to move, it's just hanging out in that little spot right there. To the top of that previous 5 minute candle, which I don't like either. And there's a long range down on that one. Yeah, this is right here is what I didn't want to play with. This is where you gotta be patient, not rush the trade. This is what we call just chopping up right here. It's not really doing anything interesting, just chopping up. I want to see a break, and it's like it wants to break actually. It does not look like it wants to go down. Sorry about that, y'all. Just chopping around this range. This looks like it's confused, like it doesn't want to know what it wants to do this morning. You need to make up its mind. Quick take on that one. It didn't move fast enough for me. I didn't like the 1 minute candle. So I jumped out of it. I should have held it probably because it's doing what I expected. But I'm rather safe than sorry. I got a little too early on that one, but this one here I like. Try to catch a little bit of a pullback. I love taking pullbacks on my trades. Missed it. This is what I wanted to. Alright, so now I gotta control my emotions. I can't be thinking to myself, I missed out on something. I want to hurry up and get it. Because this will cause you to make a bad trade. Because I was in it, I had it, and I jumped out. And I should have held it. So I gotta make sure I don't make a bad decision and jump back in because I'm bothered by the fact of not holding it. So I have to wait for the right opportunity. I want to pull back on this. Up for the day. I want to protect these profits. I don't want to make any bad trades. But I was so right on that last one. Alright, so try to get a bit of a pullback on this. Nope. All right. That's a bunch of opportunities where I'm trying to get in. I'm not getting in where I want. Huh? I don't know. I think that stuff's clean, actually. All right, a quick one. Got 30 points out of that. I got it on the pullback. So, might be done for today. I'm looking for one more, possibly one more opportunity. That was a good, clean trade. live. All right, you all. Yeah, nice little run up. We are stretched out. I see this Titans head 5 minute on that. 5 minutes looking good. The 1 minute looks a little close. Like it easy could become a reversal. I ain't green on the day. I got a nice green on the day. So right now I'm making a decision if I'm gonna call it a day or not. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call it a day. I see what I see I don't love. I like that little run up. There's a nice chance for a nice pullback. For those that are going to continue trading, if I see a 1 minute and the 5 minute cross going the same direction, I'll be looking at a short. But I'm going to call it a day for myself. I'm happy with my gains. I'm going to call it a day. And I'll be back tomorrow. Talking about for trading. Say what? The light? Which one? Oh, this light?